Video begins with a warm, gentle instrumental track. A man in his late 50s with a kind face and wearing a comfortable sweater sits in a cozy, book-lined study. He looks directly at the camera with a reassuring smile. Have you ever felt that nagging sense of slowness? Like your body's engine just isn't turning over the way it used to? Maybe it's a bit of brain fog, circulation that's not quite right, or just a quiet, emotional loneliness that's hard to put your finger on. What if I told you that this dip in vitality, this fading spark, could be linked to a very private, very simple habit that most men stop thinking about as they age? It's something so fundamental to our wiring, yet we let it go. So if you've been feeling a little less you lately, stick with me. This might just change everything. Think of your body as a beautifully complex piece of machinery. When you're young, every part runs smoothly, almost without thought. But as the years go by, some parts need deliberate maintenance. If you stop using a muscle, it weakens. If you stop challenging your mind, it slows. It's the universal law of use it or lose it. And this law applies with incredible force to our sexual health, which is far more connected to our overall well-being and longevity than we were ever taught. Neglecting this area isn't just about sex. It's about letting a vital system go dormant, affecting your entire quality of life. Let's talk about blood flow. It's everything. Proper circulation delivers oxygen and nutrients to every cell in your body, from your brain to your toes. When it comes to male sexual function, it's the star of the show. Regular self-stimulation acts as a unique form of cardiovascular exercise for the intricate network of blood vessels in the pelvic region. Without this regular workout, these vessels can become less responsive, a bit like old plumbing. This is a cornerstone of healthy aging, ensuring that this vital system remains robust and ready, which directly contributes to your overall health. I had a patient once, let's call him Frank, a 68-year-old retired carpenter. He came to me worried about his energy levels and mood. He felt gray. He was eating well, walking every day, but something was missing. After we talked for a while, he admitted he hadn't been intimate with himself or his wife in years. He thought that part of his life was simply over. We discussed reintroducing gentle, regular masturbation, not for pleasure, but as a form of physiological maintenance. It's a healthy habit that so many seniors overlook, thinking its purpose has expired. Within a couple of months, Frank reported a remarkable change. It wasn't just about renewed sexual function. That was a bonus. He said he felt a current again. His mood was brighter. He had more energy for his grandkids, and he felt more connected to his wife. By reactivating that dormant system, he had improved circulation not just in one area, but it seemed to ripple outwards, boosting his overall vitality and happiness. It was a powerful lesson in how interconnected our bodies truly are, and how small changes can profoundly impact our quality of life. Now, let's touch on hormones, specifically testosterone. While it naturally declines with age, regular sexual activity, including self-pleasuring, helps to moderate this decline. Think of it as sending a signal to your body. Hey, we're still active here. Keep the systems running. This isn't just about libido. Healthy. Testosterone levels are crucial for maintaining muscle mass, bone density, a sharp mind, and a stable mood. Neglecting this signal can inadvertently accelerate the very symptoms of aging we all want to slow down, impacting our journey towards healthy aging and independence. There's also the crucial mind-body connection. When you stop engaging with a part of your body, your brain's map of that area starts to fade. The neural pathways become less sensitive, the communication less clear. It's like a path in the forest that, if left untraveled, slowly gets overgrown until it disappears. Regular, mindful touch keeps that pathway clear. It keeps your brain and body in constant, sensitive dialogue. This is fundamental for an active mind and contributes immensely to your sense of wholeness and well-being. This connection is a pillar of a happy, independent life. I want you to reframe this entire idea. For too long, masturbation has been shrouded in shame or dismissed as something only for the young. I want you to see it as a form of self-care, as essential as stretching, brushing your teeth, or taking your vitamins. It's a personal, private practice of checking in with your body, promoting health, and maintaining function. It's a mature, responsible approach to your own longevity and well-being, a healthy habit that should be embraced without a second thought. True independence in our later years comes from taking care of the whole self. One of the biggest mistakes men make, especially in their younger years, is associating this act with speed and a goal-oriented finish. This is often fueled by a lifetime of exposure to pornography, which creates an unrealistic and unhealthy template. It's like only ever eating fast food and wondering why you can't appreciate a gourmet meal. This rushed approach desensitizes the body and robs you of the deep, restorative pleasure and health benefits that are possible. True quality of life comes from savoring experiences, not rushing through them. The real magic happens when you slow way down. I encourage my patients to treat it not as a race, but as a form of meditation, a mindful exploration, to turn off the frantic external imagery and turn on their internal senses. Pay attention to your breath, to the texture of your skin, to the subtle shifts in sensation. This isn't just about physical pleasure, it's about being profoundly present in your own body. This practice alone can be transformative, fostering a deep sense of peace and contributing to a truly active mind and body. Let me tell you about George, 72. He felt completely numb. He confessed that masturbation had become a quick, joyless, almost mechanical habit he performed out of anxiety. I suggested he try a new approach. Dedicate 15 minutes, with no goal of finishing. His only task was to explore sensation with a gentle, curious touch. The first few times, he felt nothing, but he persisted. On the fourth try, he said it was like a black and white movie, turning to color. Sensations he thought were lost forever slowly began to return, bringing with them a wave of emotional release and happiness. This slow, conscious practice does something incredible. It retrains your nervous system. It teaches you about control and subtlety. For many men who worry about performance with a partner, this is the most powerful training ground there is. By learning to ride the waves of your own arousal without rushing, you build immense confidence and control. This directly translates to more satisfying, less anxious, and more connected intimate experiences with a partner, enhancing your quality of life and strengthening your relationships. Let's also talk about practical tools. There is absolutely no shame in using a high-quality lubricant. As we age, our skin changes. It becomes thinner and natural lubrication can decrease. A good lubricant isn't a crutch. It's a smart adaptation. It eliminates friction, prevents irritation, and transforms the experience from potentially uncomfortable to smooth, warm, and deeply pleasurable. It's a simple adjustment that shows respect for your body's changes, a key component of graceful, healthy aging for all seniors. Here's another tip that surprises many men. Using a condom. You might think, why? I'm alone. But a condom can subtly change the sensory feedback. For men who find they are too sensitive or finish too quickly, the thin barrier can be just enough to dampen the intensity, allowing you to stay in that pleasurable state for longer. It puts you back in the driver's seat, giving you another tool to practice control and extend the experience. It's a simple trick for better exercise of this important healthy habit. So, what's the right frequency? Look, there's no magic number, but a gentle rhythm of 2 or 3 times a week is a wonderful starting point for most men looking to maintain their health. It's enough to keep the systems active and the mind-body connection strong, without becoming a chore. The golden rule is to listen to your body. On days you feel energetic and vibrant, great. On days you feel tired, let it be. This is about nurturing your well-being, not following a rigid prescription. By the way, if any of this is making sense so far, do me a favor and give this video a quick like. It's a small thing, but it really helps me understand what's useful for you and allows me to keep making these conversations happen. It's also important to recognize the signs of doing too much. This practice should energize you, not drain you. If you feel persistently fatigued, achy, or emotionally depleted after, you might be overdoing it or approaching it with too much intensity. This is about balance. Just like with physical exercise, rest and recovery are part of the process. True health and longevity are found in that sweet spot between activity and rest, a rhythm that supports your independence and happiness. Your timing matters too. Try to choose a moment when you are relaxed and unhurried. First thing in the morning or last thing at night can be ideal. Avoid it when you're stressed, exhausted, or right after a heavy meal. You want to associate this healthy habit with calm and restoration, not pressure. Creating a peaceful, private ritual around it elevates it from a mere physical act to a profound practice of self-care, which is a cornerstone of a high quality of life for seniors. Ultimately, this is about so much more than an orgasm. It's about life force. It's about claiming your right to feel vibrant, connected, and alive in your own skin, at any age. It's an act of defiance against the notion that aging means fading away. It is a powerful, private statement that you are still here, still whole, and still in charge of your own health and happiness. Embracing this is a powerful step towards a future filled with vitality and independence. If you've made it this far with me, that tells me something really important. It tells me you still care deeply about your health and are open to learning. That curiosity is your greatest asset. This isn't about adding another guilty to-do to your list. It's about reconnecting with a part of yourself you may have thought was lost. It's an act of kindness and respect for the body that has carried you this far. Your journey to healthy aging is yours to command. So here's my challenge to you. Don't try to change everything at once. Just try one small thing. Maybe tomorrow, find just 10 minutes of quiet time. Put on some calming music, and just practice gentle, mindful touch with no goal in mind. Just be curious. See what you notice. That's it. That's the first step. Tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love seeing how far these conversations reach, and I might just feature your city or country in the next video. And make sure to subscribe with notifications on, so you don't miss the next tip to keep your mind sharp, your body strong, and your spirit wonderfully independent.